morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dhakal. The top stories first. President Bhandari scraps controversial ordinances, pressures from all quarters forced government to reverse the decision. NC Chairman Deuba calls out the PM on the Surendra Yadav abduction case, thanks the PM for scrapping the ordinances. Health Ministry informs 3-member teams deployed to all local levels. The expert team will help in testing and tracing infected patients. Trump suggests taking disinfectant to treat coronavirus. Doctors alarmed by the shocking and dangerous idea. And the Dutch Eredivisie season scrapped completely. No winners, no promotions, and no relegations. And now the news in detail. Amid widespread criticism from all quarters, President Bidyadevi Bhandari yesterday scrapped 2 ordinances issued a few days ago upon the recommendation of the Council of Ministers. Prime Minister's press advisor Surya Thapa told JanataTelevision that the government decided to withdraw the ordinances as per Article 114B of the Constitution. President Bhandari had issued the first amendment to the Constitutional Council Ordinance 2077 and the second amendment to the Political Party Ordinance 2077, which drew flack from all quarters for controversial provisions. Not only the opposition parties but even the ruling party leaders were against the ordinances issued at a time when the government should have focused on coronavirus issue. The political party ordinance had a provision for dividing a party if either the Central Committee or the Parliamentary Party had 40% votes. Meanwhile, the Constitutional Council ordinance would allow the government to call for the Constitutional Council meeting without the participation of the main opposition party leader. Meanwhile, the main opposition Nepali Congress said in a statement that the ordinances were withdrawn amid protest from all quarters. President of main opposition party Sher Bahadur Deuba has demanded Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli to penalize the culprits who brought Samajwadi Party leader Dr. Surendra Yadav to Kathmandu in what is described as an abduction. President Deuba asked for a fair investigation into the matter and demanded sanctions to the perpetrators when he met PM Oli at the latter's Balwatar residence yesterday afternoon. President Deuba thanked Prime Minister KP Oli for taking back the new ordinances. Deuba also demanded that PM takes action against those involved in bringing former minister and lawmaker Dr. Yadav to Kathmandu from Janakpur in a way that reflects kidnapping, informed NC Chief Secretary Krishna Prasad Paudel. People have asked for fair probe and proper action into the matter, and Nepali Congress demands no different, Deuba opined. Similarly, President Deuba has also recommended Prime Minister Oli to help boost the morale and encourage the spirit of all medical personnel currently working with the coronavirus patients and suspects. President Deuba also brought Prime Minister's attention to the matters of insufficient relief packages that fail to meet the target group's demands. Another leader and NCP's executive chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal was also present at yesterday's meeting in Balwatar. The government has formed a team to help the local bodies smooth out the process of testing and tracing to control the spread of the coronavirus infection. The team consists of public health officer, medical laboratory expert, and one of either a paramedic or a nurse. Spokesperson of the Health Ministry, Dr. Bikas Devkota, informed of the decision to form the 3-member dedicated team to help the local level trace and treat the coronavirus infected patients.
कोभिड-19 को नियन्त्रण र रोकथामलाई थप व्यवस्थित गर्नका लागि ट्रेसिङ र टेस्टिङ कार्यमा सहयोग र सहजीकरण गर्नको निम्ति विभिन्न स्थानीय निकायहरूमा खटिनको लागि हामीले टिम गठन गरेका छौं, जसमा जनस्वास्थ्य अधिकृत, ल्याब प्रयोगशालाको कर्मचारी, पारामेडिक्स वा नर्स एक जना गरी 3 जनाको समूह बनाएका छौं।
Dr. Devkota added that these teams will be deployed at all local levels. He further informed that preferences will be given to the local manpower and experts while forming the committee for each region. Devkota also updated that no new coronavirus cases were added yesterday. Although the testing was increased in province number 1, no new cases were reported. A further 78 samples collected from the Udaipur district was sent to the Koshi Zonal Hospital for analysis, Devkota informed.
पिपी स्वास्थ्य विज्ञान प्रतिष्ठान धरानमा गरिएको नमुना परीक्षणमा पोजिटिभ देखिनुभएका भोजपुरका 26 वर्षीय पुरुष जो हामीले पहिला हिजो नै भनिसकेका छौं। मन्त्रालयलाई प्राप्त जानकारी अनुसार उहाँ फागुन 30 मा साउदीबाट हिमालयन एयरबाट आएको देखिन्छ। काठमाडौँबाट उदयपुरमा केही दिन बस्नु भएको र उदयपुरबाट भोजपुरमा जानु भएको देखिन्छ। उहाँ उदयपुरमा बस्दा सम्पर्कमा रहनुभएका व्यक्तिहरूको नमुना सङ्कलन भइसकेको छ।
According to Devkota, all 27 local levels of the 8 districts in province number 2 will be tested for coronavirus, with more than 1,500 swab samples to be collected by each team deployed in each region. He added that the team consisting of a member of Health Department, Nepal Army and medical officials were already deployed yesterday. The total number of samples tested for the coronavirus has reached 47,496 with 791 new tests conducted in the last 24 hours. The number of people tested in Province 1 has reached 3,929. In Province 2, testing has been done for 4,977. 7,143 samples have been tested in Bagmati Province, while 4,783 samples have been tested in the Gandaki Province. Similarly, 2,874 samples were tested in Province 5, 4,870 in Karnali Province and 9,513 in Far Western Province. Devkota informed that currently 12,985 people are in quarantine, while 89 people are in isolation all across the country. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. Sahid Dharmabhakta National Transplant Center, Bhaktapur, has been providing regular dialysis service throughout the COVID-19 lockdowns. Although the center had provided only limited time to dialysis during the initial phase of lockdown, since yesterday the center has been providing regular service to its patients. At present, dialysis service are being provided to 75 kidney patients via 30 dialysis machines daily. The dialysis is being performed in 3 shifts daily, informed the center.
सुरुको 2 हप्ताको लकडाउनमा हामीलाई अलिकति समस्या पर्यो हैन, किनभने त्यतिबेला सामानको अनियमितता हामीसँग प्रशस्त मात्रामा चाहिँ कन्ज्युमेबल नहुँदाखेरि हामीले अलिकति समय घटाउनु पर्यो भने अहिले आएर अहिले दोस्रो तेस्रो हप्तामा आएर हामीले त्यसको पनि व्यवस्थापन गरेका छौं। जस्तो प्रत्येक हप्तामा 3 चोटी गर्नेलाई पहिलो 2 हप्ता हामीले 2 पटक मात्रै दिन सक्यौं सामानको अभावले भने अब आएर हामीले 3 पटक दिइरा छौं र त्यसमा पनि नियमित सेवा नै भइराछ।
187 patients have been enlisted on the waiting list to receive dialysis at the hospital, the center further informed. All the services have been operational in the center except for surgeries throughout the lockdown, informed center's executive director Dr. Pukar Chandra Shrestha. The center also receives patients that require immediate dialysis. The center has been treating both the donors and the recipients of kidney and liver transplants. The government has adopted a policy to widen the scope of the test by sealing off coronavirus-prone areas, according to the National News Agency, RSS. Secretary at the Ministry of Health and Population, Yadav Prasad Koirala, shared that the scope of coronavirus test would be widened by sealing off infected areas in State 1 and 2 in view of heightened risk of COVID-19. A total of 28 people tested positive for coronavirus in Udaipur in recent period. According to RSS, the ministry has launched a special campaign to widen the scope of test at Bhulke of Triyugai municipality in Udaipur district. Coronavirus tests would be carried out among the locals and foreign returnees in risk areas through polymerase chain reaction method. The ministry has also made preparations to carry out tests en masse, Koirala informed. And now the news from the economic front. Nepal's biggest poultry farm and the best in Gandaki province is in danger of shutting down. The Khilungkali agro farm, which is located in Bhirkot of Syangja, is currently running the risk of closure if the lockdown doesn't end soon. The agro farm, which was set up some 6 years ago using the state-of-the-art German technology, was producing 200,000 chicken eggs every day while providing direct employment to more than 100 people at the farm itself. However, due to the lockdown, the farm is operating at a daily loss of almost 800,000 rupees. The sanitization and healthy hygienic practices in the farm was a protocol since its establishment and therefore was prepared to deal with the coronavirus outbreak. However, with the extension of lockdown, the production from the farm is being wasted and the farm is operating under huge losses, which might eventually cause a complete closure. Agro farms such as the Khilungkali run the risk of closing down completely due to the arrested transportation sector. If farms like these are not taken care by the government in these difficult times, it will set a bad precedence to anyone who wishes to stay in the country to become an entrepreneur. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. Doctors and health experts yesterday urged people not to drink or inject disinfectant as suggested by US President Donald Trump. US President Donald Trump had reportedly suggested that scientists should investigate inserting the cleaning agent into the body as a way to cure COVID-19. Paul Hunter, a professor of medicine at Britain's University of East Anglia, said it is one of the most dangerous and idiotic suggestions made so far in how one might actually treat COVID-19. According to Reuters, Hunter said taking disinfectants would likely kill anyone who tried it. He told the news agency that such a remark was hugely irresponsible because sadly there are people around the world who might believe this sort of nonsense and try it out for themselves. Trump said at his daily media briefing on Thursday that scientists should explore whether inserting ultraviolet light or disinfectant into the bodies of people infected with the new coronavirus might help them clear the disease. While ultraviolet light is known to kill viruses contained in droplets in the air, doctors say there is no way it could be introduced into the human body to target cells infected with COVID-19. Parts of India have recorded dramatic falls in mortality rates after a nationwide lockdown was imposed to fight the new coronavirus, Reuters reported. The disease, which emerged in China late last year, has infected more than 2.7 million people globally with nearly 190,000 deaths. While death rates in some countries have risen sharply in recent weeks, the opposite seems to be happening in India, the news agency said. This has left hospitals, funeral parlors and cremation sites wondering what is going on. Shruti Reddy, CEO of a funeral service company in Kolkata and Bengaluru, expressed surprise at the drop in mortality rate. Central Mumbai saw deaths fall by about 21% in March compared with the same month of 2019, according to municipal data. Overall death rate dropped by 67% in Ahmedabad, the biggest city in the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's home state of Gujarat, over the same period. Data from at least 2 other cities, along with accounts from state health officials, show a similar pattern, Reuters said. Indian doctors, officials and crematorium employees suspect the lower death rate is in large part attributed to fewer road and rail accidents. Accidents on India's chaotic roads killed more than 151,400 people in 2018, according to official data, the world's highest absolute number, while coronavirus has claimed only around 700 lives in over a month. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. The Eredivisie, the top tier of football in the Netherlands, has been abandoned for the season with no title winners and no teams relegated. The move comes after the national government banned major events until 1st of September because of coronavirus. Dutch football's governing body, the KNVB, said it has become impossible to play out the 2019-20 season, reported BBC. Ajax led the table from AZ Alkmaar on goal difference with 9 games left, but will not be named champions. Both Ajax and AZ Alkmaar will go into the Champions League qualifying stages pending ratification by UEFA. No sides will be relegated or promoted, meaning Cambuur, who topped the second tier and held an 11-point gap over the playoff positions, will not go up. More than 4,000 people have died so far from the coronavirus in the Netherlands. The Eredivisie has never ended a season without a champion being named since it was formed in 1956. The body said it consulted with parties involved and asked them to vote for no relegation and no promotion or relegation and promotion. But the result returned no clear preference, resulting in the KNVB being left to take the decision on their own. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. President Bhandari scraps controversial ordinances. Pressures from all quarters forced government to reverse the decision. NC Chairman Deuba calls out the PM on the Surendra Yadav abduction case, thanks the PM for scrapping the ordinances. Health Ministry informs 3-member teams deployed to all local levels. The expert team will help in testing and tracing infected patients. Trump suggests taking disinfectant to treat coronavirus. Doctors alarmed by the shocking and dangerous idea. And the Dutch Eredivisie season scrapped completely. No winners, no promotions, and no relegations. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website, janatasamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of the lockdown and follow healthy, hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.